This is how to get through Bonelab from start to finish. Setting your height and t-shirt size helps place your holsters. Roll this die to select an avatar and then press the button. Then you're gonna have to put this noose around your neck. Kind of a dark beginning, I know, but don't worry, this lightning knife is here to save the day. Go ahead and use it to cut the rope. Then you're gonna fall down into a cave and come across this rock wall that you can just knock down. As you continue, you'll come across some boards, and guess what? You just knock those down too. Now you're in a jail. You're gonna grab the key from the desk, use it to unlock the cell. Head through the next cell and knock some skulls. And wouldn't you know it, it's another piled up rock wall. Yay, physics. In this room, you can literally just jump and smack this lever to the top. That'll open the gate. Then you're gonna jump over some lava, jump over some rocks, jump over a wall, duck under a wall. Say hello to a very aggressively friendly crablet. Fight some things in the train station and then head through the double doors. Kill a few null bodies, hashtag cabin life, then head up the escalators and make your way through the vent in this office. You'll find yourself in this big air shaft thingy. You're just gonna jump down the green hole. Then you're gonna get into your first real gunfight. Aw, you grew up so fast. Head up the escalators on the other side of the container room and press the red button to open the door. Another red button to open the elevator, and then hit the ground floor button. Don't worry, it's definitely not gonna go into free fall and fulfill a deep-seated fear you have of elevators. You survive the fall and arrive in the hub where you have to pry the elevator doors open. To exit the hub and continue the story, you have to enter at least 3 of the available doors. You don't actually have to do anything in there, so you can just look for this lab button to go back. Once you've entered the door, it'll activate this little glowing orb thing on top of it. Then you need to head up the stairs in the middle of the lab, and you'll find some crane controls, and there's a generator that you need to put these batteries into to activate. Once the crane is activated, you can use it to go pick up the glowing orbs, and you'll set them on the pipes on either side of the platform. After you've collected at least 3 of these orbs, the giant quarantine doors on the right will open. Head through there, and when you get to the second door, turn around and you'll see this little opening into the observation room. Smash that like button, this big red button, and then the big doors will close, and when they do, the little door in the room will open. This will get you behind the second quarantine door. Then you're gonna need to climb up this ladder, use a sledgehammer to stop these spinning fans, and climb on through. Then bust out of the air vents on the other side and head down to this platform elevator. I didn't really get a good shot of it, but spoiler, the big red button makes it go. Then you'll head across this walkway and through these big double doors. It says to prepare thyself, but you don't actually need to prepare thyself. Once inside, you're just gonna grab the crane controls off this desk and use the crane to flip the table directly below it. Underneath the table is a manhole that you're gonna open and lower the crane through. Follow the crane down the hole, but make sure to bring the controls with you. Once you're down there, you'll see this little drain stopper that you need to use the crane to pull, and then just go ahead and flush yourself right down the toilet. And as we all know, all drains lead to the concrete jungle. Then you're gonna use these 2 red buttons to launch this ball into the big red button up on the wall. When you do that, it's gonna open this gate. Then you're gonna turn this valve, it's gonna drop the ramp. You can just climb up the ramp or knock down another one. Use this trash can lid to block some bullets, and you'll find yourself with another red button. Use this pillar to press that button. Then go ahead and run out this gate. Slide this thing over, and then that's gonna let the balls go over there. Then you can shoot the button, and it's gonna knock over the turret, which is great for us, but then we find ourselves in a bunch of trash. And as a trash panda myself, I gotta say, what's better than trash? More trash. That'll get you up out of this pit. Then you're gonna find yourself driving a sled. Go ahead and drive that thing all the way to the front. Then grab a hook, pull this over, and go ahead and back that sled back up. If you don't push every big red button you see, I don't even know what you're doing. This thing's gonna launch you into the air, and then you're gonna press more big red buttons. These are basically just like checkpoints. Pull this lever to drop yourself a ramp, and then you're gonna slide this whole thing over and drop another ramp, and then you're just gonna run to the end. Then you're gonna find yourself at a mining theme park. The first thing you're gonna need to do is make sure that you're tall enough to ride the ride. And that might seem like a joke to you, but this is Bonelab, and when you have that avatar switcher, you could definitely get yourself into trouble on this one. Follow the yellow railings down to the ride, wait for the minecart, pull your right thumbstick down to sit into the minecart, and lower the safety bar. Keep your hands and legs inside the ride at all times, and that's pretty much it. You do get points for shooting stuff along the ride, but they don't really matter. So if you get motion sick, feel free to just close your eyes and let the level play itself out. Now you're in a weird room. Open this door, run down the hallway, run down this hallway, go through the door on your right, open the vent, exit the vent, load this shotgun because this is so satisfying to use. Head through the double doors, go up the stairs, more double doors on your right, shoot this guy in the head. Grab this key through the hole in the wall, and then use the key to open the door to the same room. Say hello to my little crablet friend, and proceed through the vent. This level is really just about hallways and vents. Look at our giant friend Jimmy, and then go ahead and jump down through this hole in the floor. Follow that hallway to another hole in the floor, and then go ahead and shoot some guys while you proceed to the next hallway. Turn left at the end of the hallway and meet your old friend Jimmy. And now you're well on your way to activating your body lock. Now you're the street puncher. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is head to the mirror and check yourself out. This level is pretty straightforward. As you move through, you'll notice these force fields that require you to kill a certain number of enemies before you can move on. There are a couple of obnoxious turrets that you can either deal with or run right past. Eventually you'll make it to this hallway with a little launcher at the end. It'll launch you up and you're gonna grab this pipe. Then you can either swing across or climb across the pipes, and that'll get you into this fancy looking office. And all you need to do is head to the pedestal in the back and grab your new avatar. Mine just has a go button because I've already done it before. And right after that, it's time to unlock the fast avatar. This one's actually super straightforward. The only thing that makes it kind of difficult is that you're getting used to the speed of this avatar and trying not to fall. Otherwise, all you're doing is making your way across the bridges. When you get to this little parkour walkway, you need to go out here and put this cube on the button. That moves this blue shipping container into place. Then you're gonna continue across the bridge. I prefer using this upper way and then jumping down. It's just easier for me. Once you're down, you're gonna go ahead and head up the stairs and continue along the path. You'll find these big doors with the red buttons, follow them to your pedestal, and you'll get your avatar. Mine's just a go button because I've done this before. And just like that, it's time for another one. In this level, you get to play as the Heavy for the first time, and literally all you have to do is stand out on this bridge and defend this pillar from oncoming waves of enemies. It's honestly not really a challenge at all, but it is a ton of fun getting to be this avatar. Once the enemies have stopped coming, you'll hear a sound and you can just head to the pedestal at the end of the bridge and collect your avatar. And where else to go from here but to the MoonBase? A lot of people get stuck on this one because, well, there's just a lot of places you can go and one very specific place you need to go. Immediately after exiting the tunnel, head towards the Moonlander. Keep going straight to the ridge behind it. When you get over the ridge, you're gonna see this little base at the bottom of the crater. All you need to do to finish the level is climb to the top of that base and grab your avatar. And after this, we're headed to the Monogon Motorway. All you have to do is exit the garage, head to the go-kart, use your right thumbstick to sit all the way down in the go-kart, and then you'll push that same thumbstick forward to accelerate. To complete the level, you have to complete 3 laps around the track. If you get motion sick, don't worry, you can actually finish the race on foot. Click your right thumbstick to get out of the go-kart. When you're done, head to the winner's podium and you'll find your avatar sitting on first place. Now let's unlock the tall avatar. Make your way up the tower, and if you don't have any weapons, collect them on your way up. In the latest update to the game, they actually added more weapons to this to make it easier. Really, all you have to do is make your way to the top and use these launchers as you come across them. If those flying purple things hit you, they'll do some damage, and they used to actually force you to switch avatars, but they don't do that anymore in the latest update. These little rolly cannons get really annoying, so feel free to take those out. Once you get to the top, all you have to do is knock down this bridge and destroy that orb. I'm not sure what weapons they added in the update, but it's way easier with range, although you can do it with the sword. Then just collect your avatar off the pedestal. Then you're back with Jimmy. Walk up to him, he'll activate your body log and give you this key. The key goes literally right here. Once the key's inserted, open this door and destroy the Boneworks crate inside. Use the launcher on the floor in front of you to launch up and grab this pipe on the ceiling. Switch to the Heavy avatar to play this game of giant golf. If at any point the ball gets stuck, you can press its little home button to return it. Once it's in the hole, you can proceed through the door. At the top of this ramp, there's gonna be a button on the ceiling. Press the button on the ceiling to launch your next ball down to its hole. In the next room, there'll be 2 different color holes and corresponding colored balls. You're gonna wanna knock down this bridge so you can roll the blue ball down it. Once the blue ball is in, it'll open up the tube at the top of the ramp. Roll the orange ball down the tube and into its hole. Then go back to the entrance where you can proceed through the door you just opened. This next room is pretty straightforward, except there's saws on the floor and the enemies keep spawning. Next, you'll find yourself in a room with a locked door that only opens after you've eliminated all enemies. And now it's time for some climbing. Head up a checkered staircase, knock down a ramp, climb up a rope, climb on a tree, jump over a thing, duck under a tree, knock down a ramp. Zipline moment, I wish there were more of these. Turn around and head to the nice pressable red button. There's gonna be a key in a cooler. You're gonna use that to open a door. Then you're gonna come across this weird bridge moving mechanism and you have to pull it out and press the lock button at the same time. So switch to Mr. Longarms to get it done. Climb through some pipes, and would you look at that, it's Mr. Longarms again, swinging over a lake of glowing ooze. Then you're gonna climb up and use your short avatar to move through these tunnels. There's a couple launchers that'll help you get up slippery slopes, and don't worry, there's definitely no crablets. Once you're out, jump down on an unsuspecting victim, and then go ahead and grab this battery off of the wall. You're gonna wanna run it to the other side of the room and plug it in to power this gravity lifter thingy that'll help you get across the gap. Then you're gonna wanna switch to your fast avatar so you can get across this treadmill. Fight your way through your next hallway, and when you see this garage door on your left, you can use it to escape the turrets. Here, you can either jump across the pistons, or you can switch to long arms and climb up. When you get to the train station, you can switch to your Heavy and throw the soda machine into its way to stop the train. Or you can just play as the fast avatar and time your runs in between the train loops. Use those long arms to climb over this void pool. Proceed through the level until you see this big square platform on the floor. Stepping on it will get you to level 14. You'll slowly rise up into Fantasyland. This level honestly just feels like a playground. There's lots of fun weapons lying around and different enemies to fight. I definitely recommend taking your time, having fun with the fights, finding the things that there are to discover, and then once you're ready, you're just gonna run through this red door, wait for this hand to come down and stop the windmill, and then climb up and grab onto the finger. And then you will slowly, very slowly rise to the void. Jimmy's gonna pull up in his taxi and ask for a push. You're gonna jump in the car and the credits will roll on the screen in front of you. You definitely shouldn't switch to the Heavy or the tall avatar. It is fun, but you might get stuck. I almost got trapped inside my first time through. Once the taxi comes to a stop, you're gonna jump out, head to the platform, and select continue. Congratulations, you've officially beat Bonelab and arrived at the beginning? The beginning is the ending is the beginning. It's kind of confusing, but yeah, you made it. If you found this video helpful at all, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
The song is The Road. Without it, we're just driving in circles and we never arrive. Just relax. Time's a little blurry here. You're at the end, but